stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me because I...
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings.
Now
the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they're able to execute it successfully on that play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Striker Omaha.
Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 39.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much right after the catch.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get the ball.
Cousins to throw it. The throw complete to Beebe. A gain there of 21 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays. And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings 7, Saints nothing.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Let's go, D.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good. Look, a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Saints take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. From the gun, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. How about the first quarter he's putting? Together out wide. Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Yellow. We own now. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Nice.
On the ground, this is Kamara. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Blocking.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 25-yard line.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd and 10. Flacco gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
Set. He hot set. Ready. Okay, hot set. Wait. Red. Hey, seam 6. Hey, hot.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Ready.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Saints 7.
Ready.
Check. Watch 54. Tighten up.
Ready.
Mike 50.
Hey, exit.
54. Come on. Right there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Rewind. Hey, zoom.
54. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The kick by Lutz is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage.
They've got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Bravo.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. He's got it with the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Cousins now. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Target, 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 target. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Switch, switch.
Rolling the dice on 4th. Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, wahoo!
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Check, 59. Check pass.
Throwing on 2nd down, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Let him know.
They run, Cook. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready?
Swing.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch 54.
Flacco looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
You're over here. You're over here. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. 54.
Operating out of the gun. Flacco. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, baby.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. And he spins past him and into space. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they will take a knee here.
Cousins on the keeper. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And they take a knee.
Cousins on the keeper.
And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the Vikings' 45-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Behind, Chad, Wayne. Ready.
Mike, 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And they will take a knee here.
Set! 20!
54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll